Welcome to the third and final segment of my interview with Tom Nash, a stock market YouTuber with almost 200,000 subscribers. If you want to see parts 1 and 2, I'll throw a link up here to a playlist containing those. Otherwise, I'm going to roll the tape.
And if you go back and look at my channel, I only did like these outlandish claims about Tesla and Palantir, which are my company, the go-to companies, which I really am extremely bullish about. The other stuff, I just try to stay more grounded in my claims. But every once in a while, I have to put the Home Alone face on the thumbnail to get some clicks.
Yeah.
People hate when I do it. It's just fun and games, bro. Thumbnails are theater. Because here's the thing: a lot of people don't understand this. Here's the scoop about thumbnails. If you can get somebody to look at your thumbnail for more than 1/10 of a second, just to stop and see what's going on your thumbnail, your chances of getting a click rise by 400%. So now that you know this, as far as context, what do you do with your thumbnails if you know that this is the only thing the thumbnail is supposed to do is to make somebody stop? What?
Yeah.
If you know that this is the purpose of the thumbnail, then you completely change your strategy. Then the Home Alone face becomes legitimate again.
Yeah, it changes the incentives for you, the YouTuber, for sure. Yeah.
But putting outlandish claims about some crazy companies doing some crazy numbers is just you have to really be comfortable with it to make these claims. You can count on one hand where I made like really outlandish claims about companies, and I was 100% on it.
You either have to be confident or you have to not give a shit and just keep churning out the content regardless, right?
Yeah, but I think for me, dude, everything I know about Tesla and Palantir, they're completely different in different industries, convinces me that there's a really good chance that these two companies change dramatically the way we do things in the way we buy, drive, and maintain vehicles, in the way we produce, store, and distribute energy, and in the way we produce and utilize big data, and in the way we protect our privacy. I think this is a really good business to be in, and I think they have a solution that nobody else really has, which is and surprisingly, here's the cherry on top. Both these companies are are from the same two guys who started PayPal.
Yeah.
It's Peter Thiel and Elon Musk. So crazy. No, a lot of people forget about that, but it's those two guys who probably has. I mean, Peter Thiel is a couple of years behind with this thing, but he took like a more marathon approach with Palantir.
Yeah.
Which now starts to seem like a smart bet, but I'm sure his investors were freaking out for a long time. Imagine how long of zero liquidity they had in that company, almost 2 decades. That's not easy. I mean, you have to have a certain amount of clout to tell people, chill, it's going to be okay. And it took them 17 years to go public. That's insane. So yeah, I'm getting sidetracked here. That's my opinion.
No, that's okay. I like the fact that you stand by your claims. Even if there's sometimes an outlandish thumbnail, at least you're backing it up with quality content and quality analysis.
Yeah, I think for it's okay to be wrong. People sometimes throw these mistakes at me, saying, "Well, you're wrong about Hylian, or you're wrong about Alteryx, or you're wrong about Fubo," because they're like massively down. And I mean, I've never claimed to be the oracle. I'm not a machine. I'm not going to get every single thing right. But on the flip side of it, people are so impatient now.
Yeah.
It's like, hold on. It's been 3 months since I made the video, so the stock is massively down. Why don't you give it a year and then let's talk about it? I mean, this the horizon for these new investors is a little bit shorter than what I'm used to as far as the the stuff that I do on my channel. But hey, sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I enjoy it. Like for example, we just put um, 3 target prices that panned out for in the past 3 months, which was Oracle, Fortinet, and Microsoft. Those 3 companies have done, I think, 8%, 17%, and 30%, and they've hit their target prices. And it happened in 2 months, which I did not expect. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it's gonna take a year and a half at best. So the market proving me right faster than I anticipated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'll take it. Um, by the way, 2 we liquidated and 1 we kept. I mean, Fortinet and Oracle we liquidated. Microsoft we kept because Microsoft is a no-brainer with Discord. Did you hear about Nuance?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a great deal for them. It's Nuance is on its own underperforming, but imagine Nuance with Microsoft, their network effects and Discord. It's insane, bro.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft is a keeper. Oracle and Fortinet are once they hit my target price. But basically, we're getting sidetracked here. Yes, I also am to blame for enjoying the speed of this cycles, which are getting faster than before. So I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and say, "Well, I wish this would have taken a year." No, I enjoy it sometimes, but it's okay to be human and make mistakes. Not every company I'm going to talk about is going to do well.
Right. And it's a double-edged sword. If you have one that pops up and meets your price target quickly, equally, you might have one that goes the other way. And no matter what happens, you're going to have people that are angry and people that are happy.
Post about it, they're like, "Why are you posting about it? Post about AlterX, post about Fubo." I said, "Bro," and sometimes I reply to them, said, "Listen, whenever you get great experience, you post about it on Facebook, right? Whenever you have a bad day, do you post a picture of yourself sitting down soaking?" That's of course you celebrate your successes. Especially, I find it amusing since my spreadsheet with every single stock, which I talked about on my channels, is wide open for everybody to see, including my price on the day, the target price, and the price that was at the day of my video. So you can see how good or bad every single stock I talk about is doing. So then it's all transparent. But I think specifically the next 6 months are going to be really interesting, because I'm super tech heavy. So we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be really fascinating if things go back to work and vaccines roll out and things go back to normal. I think the big tech companies will see a massive boom. All the FANG is going to go up. S&P 500 is going to go up. So we might be in store for a new bull run which will probably have the big players leading it now, not like the small caps from the previous bull run.
Well, thanks so much for coming on and doing an interview. Really appreciate that.
My pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. I'll see you in the next video.
All right, cheers. Thanks so much for watching my full interview with Tom Nash. If you made it through parts 1, 2, and 3, I really appreciate it. And as always, if you enjoyed what you saw and you want to see more content about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship, please subscribe to the channel. See ya.